One's a former NFL star turned esports coach.
But I was getting the stink eye from my wife. She's like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "Nothing."
And one's a dad who can't stop playing Rocket League.
These kids these days, they're like, blah, 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 blah. We're used to jump and run.
Together, they welcome you to Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge.
Welcome to Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge. I'm your host, Ahman Green. Hope everyone is having a good week so far and recouping from the long Labor Day weekend, John. Oh man, I don't know about you, but woo! I got my butt kicked this weekend, but it was a good butt kick because I did what the decathlete does, 10 events, right?
A decathlon?
A decathlon, right? What is that?
Yeah.
10 or 8 events?
It's 10.
I've done about half that, where I was actually in like 4 different states. So started on Thursday last week, where I was traveling to Dallas or Wisconsin. So I went to Green Bay.
Okay. For
the Packers Hall of Fame banquet, which obviously I got to attend every year because I'm a Packer Hall of Famer. Nice. And I watched they actually were both my teammates. Aaron Campman, defensive lineman out of Iowa, played with us for about 8, maybe 9 years, played a few years with Jacksonville as well. And my man Clay Matthews, he was in attendance with his wife and kids, and both with wife and kids, and it was a good time to see them. Haven't seen Clay in a while. I've seen Aaron just recently, like in the last couple of years, but had not seen Clay in a minute, and he's been busy. He got 3 kids, all under, I'll say 2 are like under 10, and I think one is like 10 or 12 or something like that.
Does he still have long hair? Or,
yes.
Did he grow it out again?
Yeah, he grew it out again. It is long, and he's actually, I mean, he's always been a funny dude. I'll say he's what's the word? A free soul, right? He's out there, and he has some funny things to say. I haven't posted it on my Instagram or social media yet, but I will post pictures and videos from those that day. And then the next day morning, so I basically flew up that morning. Mm-hmm. Got up early out of Houston, got to Wisconsin, Milwaukee, drove up, and then went to the banquet later on. Then that night, woke up early morning. I woke up around 3, got on the road, just made my flight. It was like something out of Planes, Trains, and Automobiles, where I mistimed me waking up and getting on the road to Milwaukee, and by 15 minutes, and I get to the check-in. I see my phone, like I'm a little bit like on the late, like right on the line where they'll either say, no, your bags can't go and you can't get on. I was like right there. So yeah. I got to the Southwest ticket booth and in Milwaukee Airport, and they're like, well, I checked. The good thing was I checked in online so my bag could get checked. And they said, well, you got to bust it to your gate. Like right now, you barely going to make it. And so I take off up the escalator, I run around the corner, and so I go to the D terminal, and I have TSA, so I zip right through TSA.
Yeah.
And then I realized, I look at my ticket again, it says C25, not D25. So I had to go run out of that terminal to the C terminal. And then I get to the C terminal line, and it's a long TSA line. I'm like, oh my God, I'm not going to make it. So what I did was, hey, excuse me, I'm late for my flight. Excuse me. So I'm like, excuse me. I must have said, excuse me, I'm late for my flight like 20 times. That's how many people I walked past. And then right when I got to the front, they make a last call for Southwest Airlines 4218. We're looking for passenger Green and so. So it was 3 of us that were already late. So it was me and 2 other people, groups already late. So I'm like, they just called my name. So can you please let me through? And so, of course, I get to the gate, and with all the scrambling out of the rental car and everything, I couldn't find my ID right away because she asked for my ID. And I'm like, usually I keep it in my front pocket, but it's not there. And I go to I have my cargo pants on, wasn't there. So I'm like, oh my God, I had to put the bag down, open the bag up to find my driver's license. And at this time, she's like, you got to step to the side, sir. We got to let other people through. And I'm like, I'm sweating now. I'm like, let's get my ID. Because usually, they scan your ticket on your phone.
Yeah.
And she's like, no ID. And I'm like, oh, so I finally got it, booked it through the rest of the TSA. And I mean, thank God Southwest Airlines, they do the grouping seating. You go through A and then B and then C, like A through 40 and A through 1. Thank God they did it that way because I wouldn't have made it. And so even though it takes a little longer process to get seated because there's no assigned seating in Southwest Airlines. If you ever flown Southwest, you got to wait in a group. And basically it's first come, first serve. So it's A group 1 to 30. And if you're in that one, if you pay for the 1 through 30 on your ticket, then you get in that first group 1 to 30. So
I can only imagine
welcome in, Rico. How you doing, Rico?
What's up, Rico?
Chilling.
Can you hear us? What's up, Rico?
Yeah.
Rico, you're live.
You are live. We got you.
I'm gonna be honest. I can't hear you guys right now. Give me a second.
Okay. All right. So yeah, that's how I made it to the plane, and then so that plane was to get back to Dallas, so back to Texas. I flew out of Houston to Wisconsin, and then back to Dallas to visit my daughter, who was getting kind of promotion, graduation to a deputy sheriff up in Dallas area where she lives. So she's pretty much the popo. So congratulations to my daughter Amani, and I just found out today my other daughter Leah. She just got she had a job interview last week and she got hired to that job. So congratulations to Aaliyah. Shout out to her and her new job, making more money, making what she earned, so it's awesomeness there. So made it to the graduation, saw my daughter, hung out, went to lunch, dinner, and then got on a plane at 6 p.m., 6:30 to fly to Kansas City to cover the K-State University of Tennessee Martin game on Saturday. So got all ready for that. I probably finally got like 7 hours of sleep because the first 2 nights I only got like 3 hours per night. So 6 hours in one night. And then covered the K-State game. So if you watch K-State versus UT Martin on ESPN Plus, that was my voice you heard on the commentation along with my guy. I can't think of his last name. His first name is Mark. I think it's Mark Wally, maybe. But great guy, great host to host with, and had saw some good football. Watched K-State. They got a squad. They got Avery Johnson, the true sophomore quarterback starting for that roster. He is a speedster and he has a pretty good arm. So now he's just slowly getting a fray, and a nice little running back from Junction City, DJ Giddens, who's nice. He had 1,200 yards rushing last year. So that's Big 12 though. It's not, not Big 10, and we don't have to face them as Cornhuskers. We got our own big matches going on this weekend. We got the Buffaloes coming to Lincoln, which haven't happened in like how long, Rico? When's the last time Colorado's been Lincoln, Nebraska?
Adrian Martinez's freshman year.
So in the last 10 years. So in the last 10 years.
So I think it was 2018.
Okay, so in the last 10 years. So
yeah, because that was Scott Frost's first year, and the Akron game got canceled. So the first game for Scott
because of COVID,
Frost
it was COVID, right?
No. That was Akron got canceled because of lightning.
Oh,
and then they were
I remember that.
The next day,
I remember that.
But Akron left. They Nebraska was like, we can get you a hotel, and Akron's like, nah, and they left.
I did not know that.
There was like a whole thing. Nebraska was trying to get the money back because it was a bye game and all that, and it was a whole thing. So so the first game for Scott Frost and Adrian Martinez was Colorado. And they were doing really well, and then Adrian got his knee twisted, and then Colorado came back. Then the next year in Colorado, Nebraska had a big lead at halftime, and then Colorado came back.
There you go. So
and then last year Nebraska just got blown out of the water. So,
we might have a better shot this year. But real quick, I forgot to go into a read. So welcome to Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge. This is the ultimate destination for all things gaming for y'all. So I know I'm gonna say that. I won't say I know. I am the Green Bay Packers all-time leading rusher, and I play video games along with these guys. We talk about it, and it's my co-host John and Enrique right there. So we talk about the latest games coming out, in-depth discussions about the top industry leaders and topics going on in the space. And you could be a hardcore gamer, you could be a casual gamer, or just an esports fan. It doesn't matter. We welcome everybody to watch this show. So grab your controller, settle in, and join and dive into a dynamic world of gaming. Now, John, how was your last week? Y'all are hilarious.
I'm trying to give you a high five, Rico. You got to come to the other side of the screen. Other side.
Well, on mine, it's this side.
I got Rico right there.
Yeah.
High five. Yeah, I'm giving you like a whole bunch of fives.
Yeah.
I'll just do this, and you guys give me high fives. I know I'm on the bottom of the screen. Bam. There we go.
There you go.
Well, first of all, I could just imagine what it would be like for Ahman Green to have to run through an airport to get to his flight. Like you were probably like a juke, a spin move, probably stiff arm somebody down to the floor.
Can you imagine being somebody and seeing him running at you?
I'm sure Ahman Green just ran at me.
I still got it. So I didn't scare. I didn't have to scare nobody.
I don't know what I did, but I'm so sorry.
I didn't have to hit no spin moves, which I usually didn't do. So I'm good.
So I could just imagine that. Meanwhile, you and I have to do a game then. If you're doing I'd love to do a game with you, call a football game.
100%. Obviously, it's going to probably be a Badgers or either football or women's basketball or volleyball.
Mm-hmm. What's that, Rico?
Can I be your sideline reporter?
Oh,
we should just get the crew on an ESPN Plus game.
Yes.
Yeah.
We gotta work on that. We gotta work on
and then I've just been busy a lot. You've been traveling. I've been to Louisville, Kentucky.
Yep.
Checked out the Louisville Slugger Museum, which I'm sure a big baseball guy, Ahman. You'd love that. They have like old Babe Ruth bats in the museum. They show you how to make the bat, how they make the bats. It's really interesting.
Oh yeah, I like stuff like that. It's intriguing.
Yeah. And then I was in Milwaukee for a couple matches, and volleyball having a rough start. Top 6 teams, right? Top 5 teams. 3 top 5 teams they faced, and they're 0-3. And then I'm feeling like, oh man, 0-3. Okay, gonna have to battle. And then I see Nebraska lose to SMU.
Yeah,
and I'm like, they're not immune. Nobody's immune to losing at this point of the season.
I think there were 5 top 10 teams who lost this weekend
in volleyball.
Or lost from like yesterday until like in like a week span. I think like
Texas,
5.
Nebraska, and Louisville. That's 3 of them.
Wisconsin,
Nebraska. I don't know.
Wisconsin,
Stanford lost.
In Stanford, yeah.
What about Texas? They're number 1. Where are they?
Texas lost.
They lost. Oh wow.
Yeah.
The entire top. That's a great point. So Texas lost to Minnesota. Stanford
lost to Texas, or I think they lost to Texas.
No. Yes.
We could look.
Wait.
We could look. You could Google it. Just Google it. What's up, JFK man? How you doing? 305. But yeah, it's been what that does. It with everybody losing, so it doesn't. Nobody catches up or blast past people. So they're kind of still in the same. Everybody's in the same area. So we talked about that on 93.7 The Drive FM, 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. We talked about that on that show earlier.
Out of the top 5 teams, Pittsburgh's the only one that hasn't lost.
Wow.
Stanford's unbeaten still.
Are they?
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 teams in the top.
Okay, so Texas, Nebraska, Louisville, Wisconsin lost, and Kentucky. So that's top 10. So 4 top 10 teams lost.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's ridiculous.
Well, that's good. Parity.
And Texas or Nebraska looked awful.
Or no focus. I know the hit rate for SMU was like 24, like 0.24, and we were like 1.17 something. So obviously that's not good. And we had 11 service errors to there, but SMU had 10, so that was kind of a wash there. But obviously
SMU had 0 fear. Hold on, I gotta find Emily Eamon tweeted something out. Shout out to Emily Eamon because she's great.
Akira, what's up, man? Yep, update, man.
The senior laden SMU squad with a whole bunch of transfers.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see where
what everybody does nowadays. Amon, every team is just like transfers.
Well, because the portal.
Yeah, it's crazy.
That and NIL is you don't have continuity like you want as a coach.
So SMU, their roster features 14 players, 9 of which are seniors or grad students. And they had 688 combined college starts, over 2,400 sets played just from the starters.
And that's SMU?
That's SMU. So it was a bunch of women who have played a ton of volleyball, had 0 fear going against anybody that they face.
Yeah, especially when
it was the first sellout for SMU.
Yeah, because it was in Dallas. I saw that.
The largest crowd they've ever had. It was the first time they ever charged people to go to a volleyball match.
and
it's their biggest win in program history.
I mean, and then I say this is momentum coming from last year, us having the game in the stadium. Where they put, we set a record with that, 92,003. But then people really take a notice to women's sports, and then you have Caitlin Clark from her basketball season in college to Iowa to the WNBA, and then just coming down. So I think it's a lot of momentum, which is great because we need to have everybody to have pay attention to women's sports, volleyball, WNBA. We have the Olympics going on this summer. A lot of young ladies and older ladies doing great there. So yeah, this is a good time to watch sports. I watch everything, and my wife's like, "Why are we watching? Is this softball? Women's softball?" I'm like, yes,
Hey,
we're watching softball.
Softball
It goes
fire.
hard. It goes hard. Hard in the paint, man. So yeah, what we got here? We got the average historian, man. What's up, man? Always good. He said, "What up, gents?" To you. So we got a fantastic show coming to y'all today. We got some good stuff coming up in the quick hit news bites. Some fun games, some very, very fun games to talk about. And we're gonna take a little break, not a little break, just 1 week on the boys. Since I had the weekend I think I need a break from a lot of things. But let's get into the quick hit news bites here. And we found some good stories. Rico, did you get yours put in here?
I did not get it put in.
No worries. I got one that's going to take care of like the rest of the podcast if we wanted it to.
All right, let me get everything switched over here.
Big fan of that.
Here we go. John, what you got, buddy?
This is not video game related.
Perfect. Love it.
But I saw it and I said, yeah, we got to talk about this. So Complex, how it's every month is list month. Every season is list season.
Mm-hmm.
The internet constantly puts out lists. So they put out the top 50 breakfast cereals of all time.
Ooh, okay. All right. I know we're about to fight. I already know it.
I'm sure we are. And that's why they make lists like this. So if you just kind of scroll, I don't want to go through like all of them, but number 50, Frosted Mini Wheats, which by the way, I love because I love this. The mini,
I didn't mind them. I didn't mind them. Yep.
The size is much better.
It's only so it's when you get one with a good amount of frost on it.
Yes.
When it's just mini wheat,
game.
Not a fan.
Facts.
But they have to also, I think, be soaked in milk. And,
yes.
And like dry with a little bit of milk. Let them marinate a couple minutes.
Yeah, a couple minutes.
And there is a perfect texture.
And not you're right. It's the perfect.
You gotta be careful.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know what 49 is, but we'll just get
Weeda. What's that? Weetabix?
Yeah, it seems Australian.
I never even heard of it. Let's see. What's it say in the caption? 1932. Good gracious.
I don't know why that would be included in the
that thing is almost 100 years old.
Maybe they ran out of cereals. But if you just keep scrolling, Go Lean Crunch is number 46. I liked that. I remember that. Yep. Waffle Crisp, Cornflakes 44. That seems like an upset right there.
Cornflakes at 44.
Wow. And they've been around since the 1800s, bro.
The OGs.
Yeah, that's
1894.
God, another upset, maybe number 40 is Life cereal.
No, Life sucks.
Oh, does it? Okay.
Yeah.
Number 40.
Also, the cereal's pretty bad.
The commercials were great. That was Mikey, right? That was the Mikey commercial. Yep.
Yeah.
He likes it. Hey, and this is a part of gaming, right? We sit here and play games. We're going to have, trust me, there's the dry cereal eaters while they're gaming. That is finger food for gamers. It's gotten better now, obviously, in terms of the nutritional value, but everybody knows what I'm talking about. Fruit Loops, Captain Crunch, right? Pop them in. Let's go.
Now, if you keep scrolling down, you'll see number 31 is Cheerios, which I get it. Cheerios by itself is not that.
It has Cheerios, a health value thing for you.
Why is Grape Nut so high?
Where was Grape Nuts at?
Hold on.
At 33.
Right there. Grape Nuts.
Oh, it's flakes. Either way, Grape Nuts are terrible.
Grape Nuts.
Yeah. They're not the best.
I was mostly Cheerios and Rice Krispies and Captain Crunch when I was having a good day.
I was about to say, do you not a sugar cereal guy? What's going on?
No. I don't even eat cereals now. If you read,
it's. I mean, cereals.
I read the box now. I wasn't reading the box back then.
Cereals are awful for you.
They're unfortunately terrible, but it's okay.
Number 27.
Your kids can do it just for a limited time, and then get them back to the healthy stuff.
Number 27, Count Chocula.
Oh yeah, that was a game changer.
Hey, honeycomb is elite, and that's at number 26.
Honeycomb? Oh yeah, honeycomb. Count Chocula is the worst of the Halloween cereal.
I don't think. What did that taste like? Did it taste like real chocolate?
Just chocolate. It's the worst of the Halloween cereal. There's 3 of them. Well, there's 4 now. I don't know what the 4th one is, but there's 3. There's Count Chocula, Boo Berry, and the Goat.
Oh yeah. We got a keto says Cinnamon Toast Crunch, Captain Crunch, but it hurts my mouth when I eat. Yes, it does. Scrapes the roof of your mouth. The Captain Crunch.
That's how you know it's good.
Things are just a little. That's when you know it's fresh. Facts. I'll say that. I agree with you there, Rico. You'll know it's fresh if it's you got blood coming out the top of your mouth. Eating some cereal.
I really loved. I think number 24, Reese's Peanut Butter Puffs. Man, that was
people love peanut butter.
Reese's Puffs.
People love peanut butter. My wife is a peanut butter fan, so I know a lot of peanut butter people.
Is that the commercial that's on there right now?
It is.
I've never seen
Reese's Puffs. Reese's Puffs.
Amazing things can happen when you taste Reese's Puffs.
Wow.
Chris, no more riding you back to school. You'll be driven by a chauffeur from now on.
What? Oh, and you can't go to the concert. Yes. So we're bringing it to you.
Reese's Puffs.
What?
Beat 'em up. I got Reese's Puffs in my bowl. And nowadays on cruise control. Just like that, I'm on the road.
How I don't remember this. Look at the dude on the right.
The perfect combination.
Wow.
Hell yeah. Butter flavor.
Still remember that.
Wow is right.
An extraordinary part of this good breakfast.
Man. Game changer right
That's
there.
your allowance.
I love how the chat jumps in with eat 'em up. Like,
I don't know how I missed that. Well, I didn't eat a lot of cereals. My mom, we were shopping at the health food store, so
I still get Reese's Puffs.
no,
really?
Yeah, they're still delicious.
That's our cupboard.
They're way too criminally underrated.
Yeah.
I have to. You know what? I got to get some.
It was a criminal to bring.
Go to the store right now. Go get
some
Reese's Puffs.
It was a criminal. It was a criminal. It was a crime to bring this stuff into our kitchen. My mom be like, "What the HE double hockey stick is going on in here? What is this?
Sorry.
Reese's Buttercup?" I'm like, she'll throw them out.
Get that out of here.
Get that out of here. What are you doing? What else is on Special K?
Special K, Cocoa Krispies, Fruity Pebbles at 21.
Ooh, too low. Too low. Guess what I got at my house right now?
Fruity Pebbles.
Fruity Pebbles.
Been around since 1970.
Guess what I had? Guess what I had yesterday when I got off work?
Fruity
Pebbles.
The flavor is good. It's like Fruit Loops, right? It's a Fruit Loop flavor.
A little bit, but the like the Pebbles, those ones are you got to go quick because when they get soggy, they're not good.
They're gone. Okay.
On the Pebbles, the Fruity Pebbles, because they're so thin. They're so thin.
Barely cracked the top 25 rankings. Number 19, French Toast Crunch. That was legit.
I never had that one.
I remember the box.
Yeah, I remember.
I don't remember the commercial.
Let's keep out the commercial real quick.
So I was eating French toast one day when I started thinking, if I had it my way, I'd make my French toast crunch. Yeah, that's it. A new cereal.
Yeah, they were little.
You came up with the idea right there. I'm gonna make my French toast crunch.
Boo. I'd eat them by the thousands.
When you say boo, Rico?
No,
Call it new French toast crunch.
Why boo?
I don't know. Yeah, looks dumb. I'm not a fan.
Did he say part of a complete breakfast?
Yes,
they always straight up lie.
They always say that. That is not part of a.
Every cereal was part of a complete breakfast.
That's late night snacking. That's what
your breakfast isn't complete.
It's just you do it in the morning.
It's not complete without sugar.
That you do it like 7 a.m. because you're about to go to school. And now you wonder why you're on a sugar rush and you're getting in trouble in first period because you won't
flood your body with grams of sugar.
All the grams, 100 grams of sugar. Just
what are you talking about? I was on a roll from kindergarten all the way to 8th grade. You're crazy.
How you on a roll in kindergarten? Let's start it. Let's just
on a roll.
Rewind that. Just
on a roll.
On a roll or on a roll?
On a, yeah.
Honor.
I like
Honored.
that. On a
They
roll.
were honored to have me at their school.
Guys, I think number 17 is an upset. Wheaties. I mean, I don't
I
like
thought
the taste,
Wheaties be number one.
but that seems like it's the breakfast of champions.
It is.
It's also garbage.
Yeah, it's true. It actually should probably be worse, like lower down the list.
It's not like Wheaties marketing team is genius.
Sure.
The way that they have been able to hold on for so long.
Haterade, right? Haterism right now. Why do you hate on the Wheaties?
Wheaties sucks.
What?
It does.
For you. It's
not I guarantee none of the champions that were on
cereal that is on this list.
You know why it sucks?
That were on that box.
Why it sucks, John?
Because it's not full of sugar.
Boom.
Of course.
That's why.
That's why it's great. That's why it needs to be lower. It needs to be top 10 in my book. Top 10.
This is why one of us was a professional athlete.
Oh, exactly. Exactly. Great observation there, Rico, my friend. Number 16, Rice Krispie treat. Oh, Rice Krispie treat cereal. This definitely came out in the 90s.
I didn't even know that existed.
I did remember this existed for it.
Yeah, you would know.
I didn't eat it though. I just knew of it. I was like, oh, why they got this old commercial though? Well, this was the 90s. It seems like the
70s.
Yeah,
it looks like the 70s now, but this was the 90s.
Now we're a little bit more.
It's the
modern.
same kid from the other commercial. Hey, he was a cereal commercial kid.
He was the commercial kid.
He was the one that said, I created my French toast. I want my French toast to have a crunch. He said that. It was the dude in the little rainbow hat. He's acting like he's a kindergarten now, and now he's advertising for Rice Krispie treat cereal.
Wow, I don't trust him. He can't even choose the cereal that he likes.
Yeah, he couldn't. He's jumping around cereals.
Oops, All Berries was great. They did a great job there. Just get rid of the Captain Crunch and just give me the berries.
I never knew it was Oops Berry.
Really? Yeah, you can still get them. They're in the blue box.
What? Oh, that's a game changer. Oh, this was my go-to when I would try to get my mom to buy me some. I'm like, Mom, can we do tricks, please?
Oh, dude.
I would use my friends. I'd be like, Mom, we're about to have a sleepover. So-and-so likes tricks.
Do you remember when tricks switched to they were just like circles, just the little balls? They got rid of the fruit shapes.
When did that happen?
They did that for a few years.
I did not know that.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. Then they finally went back to the fruit shapes. I went on a tricks hiatus. I boycotted tricks for a while.
Is that what happened? Where'd John go? John, you there?
I don't know. He's busy.
Honey
Smacks.
Honey Smacks. That was a game
underrated. That's a cereal that not a lot of people like. It's got like I don't really know what they're made of, but
it says Honey Smacks, so it's pure sugar. That's just
I know, but they're
it has the sugar content. I didn't realize it had sugar content.
Low-key goated. Don't look at the sugar content.
Grams of sugar. That's not bad. I've seen worse. What's hold up? Let me go back.
Perhaps what was the other one?
You don't have to go back.
I just wanted to see what Trix was only 6 grams of sugar. Really? I think they're. I don't know.
This seems fake.
Yeah, I don't know about Trix being 6 grams of sugar. Cookie Crisp.
No, you have to do the Cookie Crisp.
Is that what he did? Is that he didn't have? It wasn't the wolf though. Wasn't their guy? Was it? It was somebody.
I have a truly genius way to get the kids away from the Cookie Crisp cereal. A cookie that flies. Trust me.
A cookie that flies.
Yeah. Looks like a cookie. Yes, they do look like cookies. Does it taste like a cookie? Yes, I bet they do taste like cookies. This is a breakfast cereal.
I'm sorry, I called it full target today because I saw this.
Oh yeah, there's the Cookie Crisp.
So
there it is.
Either you all got to communicate better, or this is I'm considering you fake. So please don't call him.
I don't think he knows. As long as we keep talking and nobody can hear him.
All right.
I don't know what he's talking about. As long as I keep talking, nobody will hear John. It's okay. John's on a hot mic, but it's okay. Nobody can hear him.
Cocoa Puffs, of course, game changer.
Honey Bunches of Oats. Yeah, Cocoa Puffs was a game changer. I'm not a big Honey Bunches of Oats person. My wife loves them though. She swears by it. But I'm a big sugar guy, so that's kind of what I go with.
Okay. Yep, I was Honey Bunches of Oats. Honey Bunches of Oats with almonds.
It has to be the specific one with almonds, apparently.
Yes, it's good.
Lucky Charms.
Yeah, Hall of Famer right here.
It's a Hall of Famer.
Hall of Famer.
We'll return after these messages.
Is that a commercial for?
God, guys, these credit card fake call scam crash. I don't even know what's happening anymore.
Right. I get scammed. I get like 10 calls a day, bro.
God, I'm like, just don't call me, guys. Sorry. Where are we at?
We're in the top 10.
Top 10, Lucky Charms.
This is
Lucky Charms for sure.
old Lucky Charms commercial.
Yes, and he's different. They drew him different. He's an adult, and he's tall. He's not tall
He's an
anymore.
adult.
He's like a full-grown adult. He's a leprechaun. He's supposed to be like 3 foot tall, right?
Yeah.
He's a leprechaun.
He doesn't have an accent. I'm disappointed.
Right. So top 10 has to be Frosted Flakes. What else? Hey, throw some out there. Top 10. So we got Lucky Charms is 8.
That's an upset right there.
Who's
Number
9?
7.
Okay, Honey Bunches of Oats is 9. I'm okay with that. And then Cocoa Puff. Yeah, Cocoa Puffs is 10. That's good. 8 Lucky Charms. 7. Oh, there's Frosted Flakes.
Yeah, that's an upset. That should be top 3.
I love the comment we got. Frosted Flakes equals perfect Wheaties.
Facts. Tony the Tiger is yoked. Tony the Tiger was Diesel.
Tony the Tiger was 100% on steroids.
Yeah, well, I won't say 100%. He just was. Maybe he just worked out.
Look at that. You didn't tell me he didn't have steroids in his Frosted Flakes, and just pulled 2 trees together.
Hey, he need his hammock up there, man. You know?
Crazy.
And
Frosted Flakes not being in the top 3, I'm gonna fight somebody.
Apple Jacks is 6.
Okay, I mean if you're going by mascots, like if you're going mascots and stuff, then yeah, I would put Apple Jacks up there. Fruit Loops, no, not if
Toucan Sam. There you go.
Toucan Sam
I'm a little bit of
a
Fruit Loops fan and Fruit Loops fan, and then Tony the Tiger, Frosted Flakes as well. So keto, let's go, Tony. Yeah, what you there? What you say, Rico?
I said Toucan Sam can go fly a kite.
Oh man!
If we're doing this based off of mascots, Tony the Tiger is better. Frosted Flakes are a better cereal. Apple Jacks has a better mascot though.
Okay. Can I say something about Fruit Loops?
Yes.
I've never really gotten the obsession. I can't believe it's top 5. I get it. People love it. It's just
sweet.
It's sweet and it tastes like fruit. Like I've never enjoyed Fruit Loops, and I will always pass on Fruit Loops.
Really?
Yeah.
I won't always.
So you wouldn't put it at some of these places, you know, you go to ice cream places, they have all the cereals. Would you not put Fruit Loops on your ice cream?
Oh, you know, on ice cream, I bet you it tastes pretty good. But no, I've never enjoyed. I don't get the obsession with Fruit Loops at all.
Akita, what's this? The Jamaican cinnamon stick who
juke the apple? Yeah.
The apple. Oh,
yeah. That's Apple Jacks.
Oh, that's Apple Jacks.
Yeah.
That back here, right here.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
He knows everything about cereal, Kato.
How I missed this? I don't remember this with the Apple Jacks commercial.
I have no idea what I'm watching.
He's a cinnamon stick. He's a Jamaican cinnamon stick.
Yeah, because the Apple thought since they're called Apple Jacks that he should be in the cereal, but he's not because it's cinnamon.
Gotcha.
They're profiling him, huh?
Yeah, pretty much. Here I come, I am cinnamon.
All right, here we go. Number 4. Oreo.
Wait a minute. Okay.
Oreo.
Okay.
Never had Oreos.
Oreos.
Yep, that's it right there.
Legit?
That's the one. That's the one right there.
What's that? It's way more than 17 grams of sugar. Way.
Oh, 100%. 100%.
That's a Foster tea right there.
That's all sugar.
What's a serving size? Like 2?
Oh my goodness, it has to be. Oh my god.
Oh, Oreo O's.
Yeah,
Oreo O's.
Where is this?
Oreo O's.
Is that Spanish?
So good.
Is that company that manufacturer is Mondozi International? Mondelez. That's like Spain or somewhere or Mexico.
Never even had
Give me some Oreo.
They're making Oreos in
Oreo
South America or over in Portugal, Spain, or Spain somewhere with that name. You know.
Yes.
Captain Crunch. There it is. Top 10, top 3. Yes. This was the one I would sneak in the house every blue moon.
Crunch berries. Okay, what are the top 2? I'm confused. Now I'm really
all right, here we go.
Slow reveal.
I'm about to be upset. I already know.
Honey Nut Cheerios is
Honey Nut Cheerios. 12
there it
grams of
is.
sugar. General Mills, 1979.
Number
What's
one.
The commercial? What's the commercial here, bro?
Okay, I'm not mad actually.
I gotta see it.
I love new Honey Nut Cheerios. Yes, I do. Nobody can say no to a new Honey Nut. Oh, that has a better
Aww.
taste and a bigger
So
one.
cute. There you go.
That my whole
Aww.
family loves them. Fun.
You can't beat that right there. You got it. Is that a 5-year-old singing?
No, to new Honey Nut Cheerios. Because nobody can say no. It's new.
You can't say no, Rico. John,
I
Chad.
don't remember that, but
And number one,
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Cinnamon Toast
We get it.
Crunch.
I get it.
Taste those crazy squares.
Let's go to Crazy Scares commercial. Crunch. Oh, let's get it.
Lick me?
I'm like, man, why you licking me, bro? I'm gonna back off. Oh, I forgot that happened. I thought the little one was gonna eat the big.
Crunchy little squares, so irresistible.
That surprised me a little bit. I was like, oh, wrong guy.
Crave those crazy squares.
Oh, and he burped. Of course, he digested.
Part of a good breakfast.
There you go. Top
not balanced.
50.
Good.
Number one, Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Who would have put money? Would you have bet that Cinnamon Toast Crunch would have got number one?
I thought it would be in probably the top 10. Sure, I get it.
I put Cinnamon Toast Crunch top 5.
Yeah, for sure. Yep.
Reverse
I don't have an
winner.
issue with that being number one. I have an issue with Oreo O's. Well, I guess it's not really an issue.
What's the issue there, John?
I don't remember those at all.
I don't. I mean, it makes sense. They had what's the other one with the chocolate chip cookie cereal?
Cookie Crisp.
Was that Cookie Crisp? Right. So,
Ooh, is that on the list?
yeah, Cookie Crisp. We passed. We
It was
had the
top 15.
commercial. We had the commercial with the wolf.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
and
was
you were
probably
on the
yelling
phone with the credit card.
Yeah, you were going ham on the scam people. Oh man, real quick before we jump to the next segment here, shout out to our sponsors at Slide. So play is an essential part of life, whether it's digital or outdoors. Exploring your world is fun. Keep the good times rolling and support and your gameplay with Slide Boost, Slide Chill, and Dream. So explore. All right, now we headed to my news bite. Now we're not getting out of here yet. Sorry,
we're done.
I think I've been the kind of the bearer of bad news the last couple of news feeds here.
Have you?
A little bit.
Has he been a negative Nancy, John?
No, I mean I'm not doing it. I'm just finding stories like, oh my god, remember GameStop? Oh, we froze.
Remember when we were having fun?
Oh,
You also had that story about how Game Informer was shutting down.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Why
Well, you have been a negative Nancy.
Yeah, so but I can't help it, but I gotta find these things, and unfortunately, this game just came out. The Concord, I just talked about this game like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
The Concord shutting down after 14 days after its launch. And so, yes, head over to Kotaku. You can read this article, and I'll give you a nice little read off of it. So, shutting down its servers, which was started back on September 9th. All right, and it's on September 6th. What? Wait a minute, hold up. Time out. It's servers. It's on servers. Oh, it's on servers.
Yeah,
it's on servers till September 6th, and will not be playable after that. As its developers explore other options for the sci-fi shooter released last month. I was like, wait a minute, I'm read that wrong. So on PS5 and PC. So the game struggled to find an audience, never cracking over 1,000 concurrent players on Steam, and quickly became a flop that was also derided by many critics and fans. So really, anybody in the chat, Akito, Rico, John?
Question, Ahman, was this the one? Was this the game that I was kind of critical of because I felt like was this the one?
Yeah, this was the one. Yeah. Did anybody play it in chat? I know I didn't get a chance to play it. Rico?
Here's why I was critical. It seemed like they were just making stuff up. I mean, obviously, I get it. You're creating a game. You're making stuff up.
So in the gaming world, we call that, or in a lot of worlds, we call that a cash grab on making something that's already been out very popular, right? Call it, multiplayer shooters, first-person shooter, because that's what it is.
It
But
felt
then
like
why?
it had no momentum or history behind it. It felt like they're just like, hey, let's make these cool characters and give them a backstory, and now everybody's gonna love it. And I was like, I wasn't.
They tried to build a world immediately as opposed to actually building a world.
Yes. Yeah, like slowly. They just try to do an insta. You're gonna like this, you're gonna enjoy it because it's a first-person shooter, it's a team player, it has these crazy looking characters that have powers.
So instead of like having this idea and thinking, okay, let's start small and get people invested into this, they were just immediately like, we're gonna put you in the middle of the story when all of this has already happened and have fun.
Yep.
Right. And I'm on the same page as Aikido here. He says Marvel's Rivals is right on the horizon, and we have Overwatch and other games already out there that are free to play. But to his point, Marvel Rivals, same thing. It's like it has the only difference is obviously they have the IP for all Marvel characters to be a part, in this game. So you have Captain America, you have Hulk, you have Black Widow, Wolverine, and what have you. So that makes it a little bit more, I say, enticing. Where, like John mentioned, in this game is no known characters. What's their background story? We know all the characters in the Marvel Rivals or any game where they use comic book characters. We know their backstory, basically. So, good point there, Keto. So chat.
It seemed like it would be a video game that would be at like the Dollar Tree or something. Like
that's gold. That's gold.
I'm just saying, like, hey, look, we've got characters. It's kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy and kind of like this and that, but
yeah. I mean, that's rough.
25.
That's a rough observation there.
Yeah, like it's tough to like start a game from scratch and try to build up into this cool world that you have in your head, but at the same time, you can't. I don't know, because there are games that start that way, but you can't just like throw people into it and try to give all of these backstories on all of these characters and say like, okay, now you must have an emotional attachment to these things.
Yes.
No, you gotta get this thing going. You gotta get this rolling and get people invested into it. But also, like what Aikido said, is there's so many games that are so similar to this that are out that you don't have to pay for, or that are just much better, and you already have emotional attachments. That's going to be it's going to be hard to start something new like this.
Right, it always is. So, as a reason on an article, it says Concord fans will be listening closely to feedback since the launch of Concord on PS5 and PC was posted on Firewalk. So, we want to thank everyone who has joined the journey abroad, the North Star. You support, and we support the passionate community that has grown around the game and has meant the world to us. So that's the developers, thanking the fans that did get a chance to play it. The game came out on August 23rd, and now 14 years later, shutting down after people involved figured out what they're going to do next with the game. And says, however, while many qualities of the experience resonated with players, we also recognize that the other aspects of the game and our initial launch didn't land the way we intended to. So, what was that initial aspect of the game that didn't land? So, therefore, at this time, we have decided to take the game offline September 6th, so here on Friday of this week, and explore options, including those that will be launched, that will better reach our players. So, in the history of games, have anybody remember a game that just quite didn't work out? Anthem? Oh, yes. I
remember that one?
Yes, I have it on
I pre-ordered
Xbox
it.
One. Yeah.
I was so excited for it, and I got it launch day and started playing it, and there were so many bugs and just so much wrong with it that I couldn't play it. Like I couldn't enter combat zones. I couldn't leave combat zones. I couldn't go to other areas to do any quests. Yeah. And it just seemed like and I'm not saying it wasn't fun, because it was fun in the things that I was able to do, but it just seemed like they left so much on the table, or so much more in the commercials and in the ads, even that was like kind of playable, or at least what they said. And it just seemed like all of that didn't make it into the game. It sucked.
Right. Oh, and I played the one, John, remember Cyberpunk 2077?
Oh, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
As soon as Rico went into his conversation about that game he talked about, but yeah, Cyberpunk was the game for me. Was like, oh man, and we already knew the dilemmas behind that. It was basically a world pandemic that caused the problems there. So what for other games, what was their excuse? Was it either not enough creative activity or creative ideas, not the right developer partnership with other developers, because you have Microsoft and you have Sony, or you have Bethesda. Sometimes those, they sound like they're big companies. You just figure they're going to work together because they're big company, but sometimes it doesn't mesh. And the developers, the coders, the storytellers that make the plots of the games that are there, I say more of the RPG side of it, then sometimes it doesn't. It sounds like a good idea, and then boom, something kind of gets off beat from the other and doesn't work out. So, and we had Akito says Anthem, definitely, yeah. I have it. I don't think I've ever even played it. I think it's still in the plastic. I'll be honest. Sorry.
I played it and I waited for them to do like updates on it and tried playing it again, and it didn't work, so I sold it.
And then Redfall. Oh yeah, Redfall came out about a year ago. Wasn't that the Vampire game or something like a horror game? Akito. That's another one.
It was a Microsoft exclusive.
Yeah, it was, because it came on the Game Pass and I downloaded it. I remember, so it's like a vampire game or something like that. It was a monster game. So, yep, I was right. Vampire game. Yep, I did play that. It's on there. I might have to check it out some more. I liked it because I just love vampires. I love y'all know how I love horror movies so much on here.
Beat a vampire.
Yep. So yeah, unfortunate for Concord and Firewalk Studios. Hopefully they can, figure out where everything went wrong here. From if it was the marketing, if it was actually the game, the coding, outlook of what the characters look like. Maybe like it was mentioned, maybe not telling the story and then slowly getting people into it, like from promotions and marketing, but prior to the game launch. So there you go there. So what is now heading over to, where's our next? God, it's been what seems like forever. Now we're heading into this or that, y'all. We got a fun. Yeah, you're gonna like this. You're gonna like this one, people. Chat, John, Enrico,
Steve,
that up there. All right. So it's fall, but on the reference of what we just talked about, a game coming out and not quite doing this thing. So we're gonna I found the topic here. So where is it at? Did I put it in here?
Oh, is this video games you wish were still around edition?
Yes. Where is it at? Where is it at? Where's the title at? I didn't put the title in here. But yeah, that is the name of the title what John mentioned.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh no, it's right here. Yeah, it's at the bottom. There you go. It's scrolling. My bad. It is scrolling. So the first one up. John, you ready?
Yeah. I've got City of Heroes. Is that what you got first? Or Star Wars Galaxies? Guys, I'll digress to you.
Rico. Me too, because I heard of both games, but I never played them. I'll be honest. But I heard of City of Heroes and I've heard of Star Wars Galaxies.
Then this is really awkward because same.
Really? What about so all three of us
have heard of it. I have not played.
I heard of Star Wars Galaxy, and I've definitely heard of City of Heroes, but never got a chance to play them. And I think there were more PC games. I think that would be the reason why.
I can ask.
Go ahead.
I can ask ChatGPT what it would play.
Okay, there you go. Ask Chat.
Okay. Since none of us.
Also, Akito said he's never played which one? No, he said Galaxies. I never got to experience it, but love the IP, so he was fully aware of it as well. Anybody else in the chat?
I'd seen Star Wars Galaxies and I'd heard of it, but I never played it.
Yeah, I actually never got into that game. So that was when I was like, maybe Rico. I was counting on you, Rico. I was like, maybe Rico was.
You were counting on me to play a game that was released in 2003.
But yeah, well, how old are you?
I was 3.
Oh,
no, not 3. I wasn't 3. I wasn't born in 2000.
I was say you couldn't have been 3.
I was in 3rd grade.
See, you could have played it.
Yeah, you could have
played it.
That's your fault, Rico.
Yeah, that's your.
I was 3. I wasn't born in 2000.
All right, this one now. You ready for the next one? We'll let that one go. Oh,
can I tell you what GPT picked?
What GPT picked?
Well, they went through like a whole list of why you should choose one over the other, and then I yelled at it and I said, "Pick one."
Yes.
And it said City of Heroes would be the pick because offers an incredibly engaging and accessible superhero experience with one of the best character creation systems in MMO history. So,
they should Firewalk Studios should talk to GPT there.
Yeah, let's do it again
with Concord. There you go.
All right.
There you go. All right, now this
See how
next
it
two
would save
games.
Concord.
What you say?
Ask ChatGPT how it would save Concord.
Ooh, good question.
Ooh.
While you do that, John, let's bring up the next two this or that choices. And these games, I know we all have played on some level, including in the chat. If you haven't played these games, you were under a rock. And I'm being nice when I say that. Flappy Bird and Angry Birds Classic.
Oh,
yes.
Flappy Bird.
Thank you. See, yes. I know people
probably Flappy Bird. I think I got pretty decently far in Flappy Bird before they
get that far in it, so
deleted it and took it off the store because people were getting really mad.
Are there some people I read that still like have it saved on their phone so you can still play it?
As long as you didn't delete it and you like didn't update your phone or whatever. Like some people have like really old phones that still have it on there. You can still play it.
The prediction. Sometime in the future, those phones that still have it, if this game never becomes a thing again, that file, whatever, that's going to be worth.
It's going to be like bulldog fight, like illegal things could be going on around Flappy Bird. You're going to be in the back dungeon bar somewhere, and everybody got the Flappy Bird phones.
It's gonna be some dude with his trench coat.
And they fight,
Flappy Bird phones.
And people will put money down. I put 10 on number of the guy over there. He's been playing this game forever.
It's gonna be some old.
What if you could then just like somehow like allow people to come to your place and play it publicly?
Oh,
you know, like charge it like it's like an old arcade.
That would be awesome. Great idea, John.
This is how John makes money.
Yeah, this is how we do it. Sensei Mavericks is both of them for him.
Find a Flappy Bird phone.
But I played both. For me, I played both. But my game of games was Angry Birds. I was all over that. I was going into like when they were doing all the iterations of Star Wars, Angry Birds, and all the other ones. Well, I don't know if they went beyond Star Wars, did they? Or did they kept it just with Star Wars?
I feel like they made other ones.
Okay. I did all the other ones.
I mean, they made a movie.
Yeah, they made several movies, right? They made 3 of them.
It was it 3? Goodness gracious! Yeah, 3 movies from Angry Birds.
Yes,
that's insane.
My son, him and his friends. So I remember my son was in high school with his buddies, and they did their own Angry Birds video where they took the trash cans. I was like, hey, the trash cans got to be empty first. So we waited till after trash can day, and then
did it.
They stacked the trash cans where the wood and all that, and one of their friend, I think it was my man Teddy. Teddy was the bird, and he had to go into the trash cans and knock them all down. Well, it was awesome. It's on YouTube, by the way. I'm not sure what they named it. I know it's Angry. It might just be, you could just type in kids, Angry Birds, and trash cans. That might get you to see the video. It was in my driveway in Green Bay, so I might recognize the basketball court and all that. That's all I could think of. Could get you up there, get you to find it if you Google it. All right, next one here on this or that. One I know I played, so I got this one. The Matrix Online or Tabula Rasa.
Tabula Rasa?
Tabula Rasa. Oh, me. I don't know. But I did do Matrix Online. I was in that because I thought I loved that movie so much that I felt I was like the next coming of Neo. So I definitely played this one constantly. I mean, I had every weapon unlocked. It was like GTA. I had everything. The one GTA 3. So GTA 3, Most Wanted, Need for Speed, Most Wanted, and then Matrix Online was the 3 games that I think I 100% unlocked everything, from weapons to skins to did all the missions to the characters you had to go against. I fought them 3 or 4 times. So Matrix Online, that was my game. What about you guys? What about chat? What about you?
I would go with Matrix Online just because I like the Matrix. But I looked up Tabula Rasa on Wikipedia, and the actual name is Richard Garriott's Tabula Rasa. Like that's the full name. So who's that? Who's Richard Garriott? Do you guys know?
No, ask chat. Ask
Richard Garriott. Hold on, let's find it. Richard
or
Garriott.
Ask our chat. Either chat knows or chat GPT knows.
Richard Allen Garriott is a British-born American video game developer, entrepreneur, and private astronaut.
Oh, hold on. How do you be a private astronaut?
He is the son of NASA astronaut Owen Garriott, who was originally a game designer and programmer and is now involved in a number of aspects of computer game development.
Oh,
so this guy was just like, hey, put my name on the video game. You know, like Wow.
You got some straight up confidence to say that.
Man said,
We
"Yeah,
got
no, this is fine."
Keto says he didn't even know about Matrix Online. Makes sense in the digital world, though. Yes, indeed. And also, Sensei Maverick says only had an Xbox console back then, so it was Madden or Halo 2. Nice. But no, that Matrix Online was so fun. I mean, you could do all the moves. You could float through, over buildings because you're Neo or Morpheus, whatever character.
Dude,
and then later on, they did Jada Pinkett character. Sorry to cut you off, John.
No, I cut you off.
Yeah, Jada Pinkett's character, and it's Siren or something like that. Cypher. It was Cypher. It was another character. All right, John, what you got?
I was gonna say something dumb. Just imagine when VR becomes like super ultra realistic and we like put contacts in our eyes or something, and then they make the Matrix Online.
Oh my god!
And it's like real life, and you're like in the movie, like it feels real. Then it's
people are gonna be frying their brains. Then
I say, then the problem is you're not sure if you're in the game or not.
Exactly.
It's like I don't know what's happening.
And we've seen it, right? It's been in movies already. Been documented already.
I'm reading more on Richard Garriott because I'm fascinated with this guy now.
Private astronaut?
Yeah, private astronaut.
Yeah, I've never heard that. I've never heard that before.
So Richard Garriott's first exposure to computers happened in 1975 during his freshman year at Clear Creek High School. In search of more experience than the single one-semester basic class the school offered, and as a fan of The Lord of the Rings and Dungeons & Dragons, Garriott convinced the school to let him create a self-directed course in programming. He used the course to create fantasy computer games on the school's teletype machine. He later estimated that he wrote 28 computer fantasy games during high school.
Wow.
This man convinced his high school to let him make his own class.
Then this man convinced everybody he's a private astronaut, and then he convinced the video game to put his name on it.
So he not only convinced them he's a private astronaut, shout out to his dad who was an actual astronaut. He went into space and was on the Soyuz space whatever for 11 days.
Wow,
man, this dude got to get straight up confidence, or he's very smart. Yeah, we gotta get him on here for sure. We gotta reach out to his people.
Hey,
I'm sorry, it's probably just him. It's probably just him who we reach out to. By the way things go here, we just reach out to him.
I'm sorry, guys. I gotta bounce.
All right, John.
Okay, see you, John.
All right, see you later. See you next week. All right, and next one here, I know of some of the game or one of the games, but the other one I don't know, and I just heard of the other one. So, Asheron's Call, never heard of that one, or Ultima Online. I've heard of Ultima Online, but never played it. So, just off of that, I'll go Ultima Online, even though Asheron's Call sounds interesting.
I have not heard of either one of these.
You never heard of Ultima Online? Chat.
Maybe I'm a weird person, but I haven't heard of either of these. I've never played either one of them either.
Really? Well, I know I've never played Ultima, but I've never heard of Asheron's Call.
Yeah, I just looked both of them up, and I was like, oh, maybe I'll recognize some screenshots. Don't recognize any screenshots either.
Nah, probably not. That's why I'm not even gonna look. But Ultima Online, I do remember the name. I think it was something like Quake. If I'm wrong, chat, correct me. Rico, correct me if I'm wrong. If it's a shooter like Quake, if it's not. But I know in studying and teaching my class for intro to esports, it's a game that was one of those old predecessor games that like got into esports and competition online and all that. Or never mind, it's a RTS. It's a real-time strategy game. It's kind of like StarCraft, but medieval setting.
That actually sounds like something I'd like to play.
Yeah, and you I do get you for building worlds and destroying or conquering and all that. Came out in September of 1997. September 24th, so almost 30 years, almost, what's that, 28 years ago, 29 years ago, something like that. 28 years ago.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. It's 20 plus years. I'll just say that. Yeah. Ultima Online. So it says Ultima Online is a fantasy of MMO, so massively multiplayer online role-playing game, released September 24th, 1997 by Origin Systems. Set in the Ultima universe, it is known for its extensive player versus player combat system. So there you go. Man, what's up, Pooch? Getting rated by my man Pooch and crew.
Your
Pooch gang. in the house. What's up, everyone?
really
And
out
last
here.
one. The last one.
Last one. Let's get it.
Or this or that is Halo 2 or SOCOM US Navy SEALs.
Ooh.
And I know one person or two people, myself and Maverick Sensei, was playing this game. It's Halo 2. I just did the campaign. I didn't go.
You're gonna choose. I already know you're gonna choose Halo 2.
I already did.
If there's anything versus Halo, you're choosing Halo.
Bam, exactly.
And it's hard for me to choose against Halo 2 because, damn it, that game was so fun.
It was so good.
Yes. All of the Halo games so fun. I also did love SOCOM. SOCOM was also.
I never played it, but I knew about it. I never got
loved
into
SOCOM,
it,
but you can't choose. I can't go against Halo 2. What do we? It's not even.
It's hard to. What's
you
up?
Got to put Halo against Halo. You can't. Halo 2 against anybody is hard.
Yeah,
that's Halo 2 all day.
Exactly. So what's up, Pooch Gang, Crew Dog? What's good with you? And we got Tactical Farmer. Great.
What up, y'all?
How y'all doing? Thank you for the raid. Appreciate that. Tell Pooch I said what's up if he's not in here.
What's good?
I know he's done. He does a game Rico called, I think it's Call of the Wild, where he's like fishing and hunting. I think his game you might like. You might like it.
Potentially.
You like fishing. Yeah, that's what
I do like fishing. I'd be terrible at it. I already know that, but I feel like I would.
He's been playing for
I would survive very long.
Like a year now. Yeah, he's been playing that game for like a year now. So.
Dang, that's pretty.
All right, so that is the end of this or that. Yeah. Hey, all right, let's get into game releases of the week here. All right, Rex one, ready?
Release the games. It's time for the game releases. Game releases.
There we go. And so John left. We didn't make it to his game.
He was going to do Harry Potter.
Yeah, I think I have the video. I think I'll play the video just because it's Harry Potter. Everybody loves Harry Potter.
Seems pretty cool.
Yeah, I think I'm not going to pass on that because it's Harry Potter. And it's definitely worth it.
I don't even like Harry Potter.
What is wrong with you?
I'm not like a huge fan. Like it's fine.
I can't hear you right now. There we go. Turn that down just a tad. It's like I could hear Rico, but I'm like I can't make out the word.
Like
sorry about that, brother.
No, like Halo's fine, or not Halo. Harry Potter's fine. I'm not like a huge fan. Although I've always, you see Quidditch in the movies, and you're just like, you know what? Honestly, looks pretty interesting.
Right. I mean, now you got another potential esport competitive game, right?
Oh, it definitely will be. 100%. If it's done correctly.
Because I still have Hogwarts I got to play and get into, which I don't know when that's going to happen this year. And it came out, 2 years ago? But if anybody has played Harry Potter Hogwarts, do you play Quidditch in that as well? Because I like this. This is its own separate game. So it is all based off of Quidditch. It's not Hogwarts and sorcery going on.
Akidu says it's free on Plus for one of the game of the month.
Oh, okay. Sweet. Now, I would definitely check this out. Like you said, it's always a fun game to watch within the movie, see how good. And then you find out your skills. So there you go.
Yeah. You and Sensei are in the same boat. Has bought Harry Potter, hasn't played it. I didn't even buy it.
I've had it for like definitely since it came out. So it I think last year.
Yeah, there was so much going on with that at the time of the release between the writer and everybody else, and I was like, I'm not even gonna.
You got all the houses, Hufflepuff and
shout out to Slytherin.
Oh man, what was Harry Potter's? Was it
Gryffindor?
Gryffindor.
Come on, I'm not even a fan, but I know this.
I forgot. I knew Slytherin. I knew Hufflepuff.
Yeah. I looked mine up, and I was a Slytherin. And I was like, yeah, that makes sense.
Nice. So it looked like it's gonna be almost like obviously Quidditch is basically flying soccer. In other words, right?
Flying soccer / basketball / hockey,
rugby, maybe because it's physical. You could get physical, right?
Yeah.
A few scenes where the players or the actors got taken out in the Quidditch game in the movie.
Yeah. Like multiple things going on at the same time.
Yeah. So you can make your own characters, dress them up. Really cool. There's Harry. Did he spit that out of his mouth?
He did, just like in the movie. He caught it in his mouth.
Oh, I forgot that. And Ronald, was that Ronald right there?
Ron.
Sorry, Ron. But yeah, this will be fun game.
I feel like people aren't going to believe me when I say I'm not a fan. I know all these things.
If it's on Game Pass, I'm in. I
might download it and see what's up.
Is it on Steam? What is this? It's on,
what is PS5, Xbox.
Yeah, it's on PS. Also on console and PC. So yeah, it's definitely on Steam. So check it out. So there you go.
We'll see what's up.
All right. There you go. That is Harry Potter, or not? Yeah, Harry Potter Quidditch Champions. Check that out. Check that out on PlayStation and Xbox Series S and on PC as well. All right, the next game is my game.
Yours?
That I'm gonna discuss with everyone.
Okay.
Turn the volume down a little bit so it's not blasting our eardrums.
Please don't.
And they already made games with the character. Is the Astrobot that if you own PS5, you know what I'm talking about. So this game is it's just called Astrobot, and it's on PS5 and it comes out this Friday, September 6th. So it says gear up for supersized space adventure with Astrobot. Charge into a brand new supersized adventure. Let me turn that down just a tad more. There you go. With Astro across more than 50 exciting, diverse worlds, the PS5 mothership has been wrecked, leaving Astro and the bot crew scattered all over the galaxy. So time to ride your trusty dual speeder across more than 50 planets of fun, danger, and surprises. On your journey, make the most of Astro's new powers and reunite with many iconic heroes from the PlayStation universe, like Monkey Ball Climber from Monkey Ball, the Barkster, the Bulldog Booster, and then also you could wear twin frog gloves.
Mm-hmm.
So blast off for sandy beaches to lush jungles with piping hot volcanoes. Explore a myriad of memorable planets in search of Astro's lost crew. So power up your platforming. So power up your platforming with your new powers. Battle out a whole new roster of quirky baddies and huge bosses. Feel every hop, punch, crack through the DualSense wireless controller. There you go. Coming out Friday. So I think this is a good, fun, I say tweener game. So kid, between 10 and 12, where you're starting to be cool and you're not quite cool yet. You got to play a kid game again.
I was always cool. I don't know what you're talking about.
Because it's like you get away from playing certain games. You're like, oh, I'm not a kid. I'm not a baby no more. I don't play that game. This is that game you can always play. I'm gonna play this game and I'm almost 50. So there you go. So check it out. I think it's on. So like I said, it's everywhere. No, it's not. It's only on PlayStation.
Just PlayStation.
It's only on
everywhere.
PlayStation. It can't be. This is Astrobot is strictly PlayStation game, but you play with fun characters, so you got it. This would be a fun family night game. I feel I got the feeling for that for you and the kids and Rachel.
This is something that I can just hand the kids the controller and be like, here, have fun.
Let's do this. Let's go.
Learn you some knowledge.
Yep, and they got to work on their patience in the game.
They need to work on this
because this will be a game that you keep falling off the edge or that monster keeps killing you. That you got to go back and forth probably 20 times to finally get the rhythm down to beat them. So I like that part where he hit the button and the whole map flipped over. I like little puzzle games like that. So this game, Astrobot, the title of the name is your character. So that is always it. When it's Super Mario Brothers, let's just take heed of that. Super Mario Brother game, and that is the name of the character as well. Those games are always fly. What you say, Keto down here? He says, Astrobot. What do you say? Astrobot has huge, classic 3D platformer vibes like Ratchet and Clank. Yes, I agree.
Or even more recently, Sackboy's Big Adventure. Yes, I was getting Sackboy Adventure vibes with that one. With this,
that was a fun classic one, right?
And I do love. Look at that. He's God of War. And I know I've seen things, we've got like Joel and Ellie from The Last of Us, so I'm sure that there's going to be a lot of like PlayStation exclusive characters that show up to help Astrobot, or he can dress up like them. So it'll take you through all of that, and you'll be able to see some of if you're an adult, some of the games that you've been playing.
Right. So Astrobot, check it out. Comes out Friday. And
Cool,
so
cool.
since I had the crazy weekend, if you started the show, if you've been with me since the beginning, you heard about my travels. Didn't get a lot done. Well, I did get something. I had a nice time with family and friends over the weekend, but we didn't get a chance to get down the next episode 5 of The Boys. So we'll be doing that next week. So we just had a good time of chit-chatting. I know John talked about his trips around college volleyball and watching Wisconsin women go over. Our women lose to SMU. So Rico, how was your check-in with you, and what's happening? I know you've been busy as well. We talked about
it's
text and everything else.
Working at the radio station, it's football time. So we've been having a blast here getting things together.
And that's
things ready for this Nebraska football season. So they started off the season 1-0. Colorado's coming into town this Saturday, and then massive rivalry matchup. Ahman knows all about that. So
big time.
It's huge. Colorado, all the hype that they bring with them, the star power that they bring with them. Warren Sapp,
we know who that is
on the coaching staff. Deion Sanders, obviously the head coach. Terrell Owens was on the sideline.
I'm watching the tank right now. I was like, let me get some game film in.
They got Terrell Owens on the sideline.
T.O. on the sideline.
Talking
to
Lil Wayne's a fan of Colorado now. Like all of these celebrities and athletes are big fans of Colorado and Deion Sanders and what he's doing up there. So potentially that they'll all be in Lincoln this weekend. So we'll see what's going on. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be really interesting.
It's gonna be super fun. Now let's get into the game just a tad bit.
Okay.
Watching film. So I saw the score. I didn't see the whole game. It was on Thursday night. I think I was traveling last week. So now sitting down watching the first quarter, part of the second quarter of Colorado versus North Dakota State. It went like I thought it would go, because I'm like, people forget North Dakota State is a 5-time FCS champion. So that means 5 or 6 years in the last 10 years, they won the championship. So they not no pushover team just because they're at the FCS level. And the FCS level, for definition, is the level below the Power 5. And there's still D1 colleges that are very good, and North Dakota State is one of them. And when I watched that game, that's what I saw. I saw North Dakota State that's like, look, I don't care who y'all are. Yeah, y'all Colorado. We respect you, Deion, but we are going to play our football. And most of the game, North Dakota State was in control of the game. They had a lot less mistakes, a lot less penalties, and they came to Boulder and had a chance to win. And then I think it was just a few. I got to watch fourth quarter to see what happened. But for what I've seen so far, this is going to be an interesting game, because I say for us, because even though outsiders may think that the momentum might be with Buffalo, because Deion's been there 2 years, going on 2 years now, on the same time as him and Matt.
They're both in their second year.
Same second year, but the edge I feel, what I feel is what people feel that Deion and his team has the advantage. But I watched that game and I'm like, man, they got a lot to work on. Because Indy State was moving the ball, stopping the ball if they needed to slow down or sack Shador in the backfield. That happened. If they needed to make a play, that happened. And then one thing I did notice, and one thing that could be a determinant factor in our game, I say the Huskers game against the Buffaloes, is the whole composure focus. It being a rivalry game, emotions are high. So because Colorado showed up where they had personal foul penalties popping in that game, and that wasn't even a rivalry game. It was just the fact that it was the first game of the regular season. So you gotta be mindful of that. Huskers, Buffalo coming on the field playing in an intense. We seen this in the last 10 years. Last time Colorado came to Lincoln, or last time we played Buffaloes, it's a rivalry game because of the old Big 8, the old Big 12, and boom now. So don't let emotions determine this game, but it can come down to that somewhere, somehow in our game coming up this weekend. So just know I said this here now on the Gamers Lounge podcast that emotions might determine the game. Who knows? We'll see. Hopefully it's the game from both sides of the ball determining the game, but not the referees throwing a flag and a personal foul. But you never know.
The Colorado
highly emotional game coming up this weekend.
The Colorado North Dakota State game. There was one thing to me that was the difference between those teams, and it's athletes.
Yeah,
it was Colorado just had better athletes than North Dakota State. North Dakota State had the scheme, had the
coaching. Had a little bit better coaching.
Not to say that Deion's a bad coach, but the coaching and the tradition and everything that at North Dakota State is all there and it's set, and they had all of that. It's just the fact that Colorado just has much better athletes. And to me, that's going to be a determining factor in this game is,
100%.
And what I mean by athletes is they're able to make people miss in space. They've got speed out the what. So
if they do things that you can't coach.
Yeah, if Nebraska can tackle in space and limit those playmakers to not hundreds and double digits of yards after the catch or yards after contact, if they do decide to run the game, Nebraska's got a really good chance. You got to be physical. You have to be physical with Colorado, because if you let them get in space and if you let them get behind you or you let them, go one-on-one with somebody, you're going to have problems. You're going to have problems. And if Nebraska can get to Shedeur early and often, they will have a much better chance of winning that game. But again, if you let him get into a rhythm, look, I don't care what anybody says. You cannot like Deion. You cannot like Colorado. You cannot like Shedeur. That kid, that quarterback is going to be a top 5 pick in the NFL draft. And he's going to be a really good quarterback when he gets to the next level. How cerebral he is, how accurate he is, how he's athletic enough to make people miss, but isn't looking to take off and run and sacrifice his body and all of that. He's going to be a problem for everybody.
The force is strong with this one.
Yes.
Oh, Sue. But yeah, good synopsis there. Good feedback there, Rico, on that, because Shedeur, like I said, other than that, he played well, but it's going to be it's going to be a fun game to watch. Let
me put it this way. I didn't want the Patriots to take a quarterback in this draft because I knew they were still going to suck, and I want them to take Shedeur in the next draft.
Oh, well, yeah. Well, his coach is.
But instead, they went and they took Drake May.
His off-season coach is, right?
Who?
Tom Brady. His dad, Deion, got him with Tom a year ago or whatever. They probably still doing it now. I know I would be.
Yeah, Gerard Mayo's the head coach up in New England now.
I'm making D1 Colorado money. I'm sending all my kids, even my daughters, be like, yeah, I know we got on the pro football and women yet. We getting to that level. Go have Mr. Brady.
Tom Brady.
Dylan, have all my daughters know how to throw a back shoulder throw.
Hey, Dylan Raiola trains with Patrick Mahomes' trainer, so I mean
that's true. Well, one or two. Go to Tom Brady people or go to Pat Mahomes.
I am at either one of them.
Which one? What you want to pick? So on that note, all right, gonna wrap up this show with the gamer tip of the week. And I'm always preaching. I'm gonna be Papa Bear here about what y'all do as gamers, right? You got to get sleep. You don't sleep sometimes. So that is my gamer tip of the week. Get your sleep. It was something that I noticed. Obviously, as a gamer, I know we stay up late sometimes on the weekends or sometimes a weekday or a work night or a school night, right? Because we trying to beat that final level or we trying to get ranked to Obsidian or what have you. But during the competitive time, so if you're in season like most colleges are, most high schools are now, esports has kicked off just like the football season and the volleyball season and all fall sports. So I say for anybody that obviously is super excited about playing against the next team or want to play their best or just want to be prepared, do this. Make sure during the week of competition, your best night of sleep is 2 days before that game. So if you play on Saturday, that means Thursday night is your best night of sleep. And really, not just for esports players, this is for all athletes, anybody in a competitive setting, but then obviously overall in the bigger picture, get your rest. So get 8 to 9 hours of sleep 2 days before your game, because usually most competitors are super nervous before the night before the game, so you rarely sleep very well. I know I slept like a baby. I learned I pass out. That light go off in my room, Rico, I'm gone.
Takes me a little bit.
No, it takes me no time. I will lay down. So I could go downstairs right now. It wasn't for the fact I got to still get my workout in for the day. I would I could go downstairs and be napping in less than 5 minutes. I mean, full on, blow on.
I could probably do that if I went home right now, but
yeah. So no, well, a bike. Excuse me.
You good?
Yeah, I'm good.
You good?
I'm just replying. Try to Ikba.
You gotta be careful now.
He says, I can just replace sleep with energy drinks instead. No, but I'm just saying to you, Ikba, when you have time to get your rest, let's say if you were playing competitively or you have a big presentation at work, get a couple nights before your event or the big day, get your sleep, because then you'll come out firing on. Then you have 2 days stacked up where, say if you get 8-9 hours, say if you get 9 hours in, then you don't on the Friday or the day before, you only get maybe 2 hours of sleep because you're so nervous or jazzed up. So you got 10 hours of rest in the 2-day period, which is something better than nothing. And you got that in the bank. And then you got a little bit more energy and more excitement. I say you're more focused, and it's easier to stay on top of your game when you do that. Come on. This is coming from a pro. I've done this my entire career. I started doing this when I was in college, when Coach Osborne had the same speech I just said to y'all. I said it. He said it to us, and I was like, I'm on it. So every Thursday night, I will go to bed at 10 o'clock, wake up at 7, like clockwork. Boom. So there you go. Gamer tip of the week. So get your rest. Let me put that on the screen. Hold up. Where's that? Or here. Get your sleep.
Get you some sleep.
Get your sleep. Get your sleep. All right, y'all. So, Rico, did you have fun?
I did.
Did you have fun today? Yeah, fun today.
Always having fun.
Yes. Came in hot too. You did come in hot. You said I'm gonna be in hot. I love it. So we'll be back here next week. Same back channel, same back time. Wednesday at 2 p.m. Rico, let everybody know where they can find you on social media.
Y'all can follow me on the X sphere, on the Twitter sphere, whatever you want to call it. I called it Twitter. I'm gonna keep calling it Twitter. I don't care what it's called now. You can follow me on Twitter at Radio Rico AC. Sometimes I tweet funny stuff. Sometimes I'm covering volleyball. Sometimes I'm just talking about sports, whatever, video games, however it is. You could also follow me on Twitch at Nikki_Flash_ on Twitch. Also, I have a gaming Twitter that I haven't used in a while, but I might start using that again. And that is at
you better
the Nikki Flash.
Oh, like
Ohio State FLASH. Well, Nikki Flash was taken, so I had to go the Nikki Flash. So you can follow me on both of those on Twitter, follow me on Twitch, and we have fun, all the fun.
Gotcha. And a Ikba. So yeah, man, plan out your day. So you got to be at a meeting at 8 o'clock. That means you got to probably wake up around 6. That means you want to go to bed around 9-10 o'clock. Get your 8-9 hours in, bro. I know it's a lot of rest or a lot of sleep, but you want to knock it out the next day. There you go. You're gonna win.
My kids don't go to sleep till 9. I'm not going to sleep at 9.
Yeah, they have to. They got to do that. It's a generational thing. Get that sleep for the kiddos. All right, y'all. See y'all next week. Again, stay out of trouble. Be safe. And like my man Raph says, be nice to everybody. I love that comment. Be nice to everyone. And we going to get out of here. Peace out. Hang loose. All that fun stuff. Yes. Oh, I like that one. All right.
Following me.
Let's get out of here. What? What's going on?
Following me.
There we go.